Mission, I'm trying to get it right. Transition, changing the way that I see life. Transition mind. I'm on a mission, trying to get it right. I'm transitioning my life. Making a transition. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Making a transition. Ooh, 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 ooh. Making a transition. Ooh, 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 ooh. Making a transition. I'm on a mission, I'm trying to get it right. Changing the way that I see life. Transition in my life. On a mission, on a mission, on a mission.
Welcome to another installment of Alchemizing Energy. How's everybody doing today? This happy Wednesday, hump day. How's everybody going? Man, this whole tonight's conversation situation is really heating up. I mean, I'm not sure if everybody remembers this. About a year ago or 2 years ago, I did a thing called the Meeting of the Minds. And this is before I even knew about tonight's conversation and what was going on with the Ace Metaphor thing. And I found out that he pretty much was doing something similar, but he was way more, advanced than what I was trying to do, And I actually was looking up to that. Like, what? I want to do something similar to that, probably even take it to the next level. But man, oh man, the things that are being revealed, it's crazy how people will get into these positions and all the tea, it'll seem like things are doing good and everybody's all cool and it looks all professional. And it'd be so much garbage and BS going on in the background. Trust me, even on my event, it was so much BS, so we can't be judging these shows and these events by their cover. And I'm going to go into a little bit later on where I I'm going to show y'all how even Zeus Network was being accused of somebody being unalived on their thing. So it's crazy how these media companies and these media people are doing this stuff, and man, it be so much garbage going on in the background of the whole situation, y'all. So let's hear what's going on with this tonight's conversation situation. Let's go.
Some receipts. Now, I would have posted this earlier, but when I tell you,
I want to give a video credit to Sweet Ma for life for this video. I'm going to be commentating. If you want to see the whole video without my commentary, probably go to her channel, but I'm going to be commenting throughout this whole thing and pausing it, so just be ready, because
reading and editing and doing all this extra shit takes time. So please hit the like button on your way out. Let's get into it. I've always been transparent with my supporters, and today is no different. What you're about to hear is an audio recording of an unlawful attempt by KeRose to extort $500,000 from me. $500,000, y'all. Let me be clear. KeRose has been 100% compensated for 100% of her services. See last slides. So basically, Ace had posted this earlier and took it down. So while Keto was live, people were saying, Ace took it down, Ace took it down. And I was just like, wow, that speaks volumes. Ace is scared. But then he posted this with extra receipts. So I guess we're going to get into those in a second. Everyone has their right to make their own decisions about what they believe. But I want my fans to hear the truth for themselves before jumping to conclusions based on false and damaging accusations. This isn't about drama. This is about integrity and defending my name. Listen for yourself and decide what you believe. Thank you for your continued support. Well, Keita said she recorded the same calls that he has, so we'll have to wait and see what Keita has.
You hear me? Yeah, because I'm really talking to him because I know he's watching. Your fans are going to believe everything you tell them until I show them. Hey, boo. Type shit. I need a charger, type C, because I got to record. I recorded the conversations too.
To the fans of Ace Metaphor and Ace Metaphor Productions and tonight's conversation, I'm sharing this sensitive information.
So they both were recording each other. That's how toxic this, whatever this is, They both recorded the conversation of each other, and they're both coming out with their same recordings about what the whole thing, unlawful attempt, blah blah blah, extorting money from him. But in the conversation, it seems like he's going along with it. So he trying to set her up. That's crazy. So let's go further into it. This is interesting.
Only because of an unlawful attempt by KeRose to extort $500,000 from me. In her failed effort to defame my character and secure an unlawful payday, I feel it's necessary to inform my supporters of the truth. As many of you know, I've always prided myself on being an open book. My journey, including the challenges I've faced, have given me the insight needed to offer meaningful relationship advice. Out of respect for my ex-wife's privacy and in accordance with legal requirements surrounding my expungement, I have never publicly shared these details until now. As I've shared before, my past has shaped me and given me the life experiences I use to offer real relationship advice to so many. Out of respect for my ex-wife's privacy, her requests, and the legal guidelines surrounding my expungement, I've refrained from publicly discussing these details. However, due to the false and dramatic claims being made now, and sharing and releasing of my information pertaining to my expunged record, I feel compelled to provide the truth. Here's my story. When I was 20 years old, I married my ex-wife in December of 2009. As many can relate, being young and in love can make it difficult to manage emotions, especially in challenging times. Our relationship was unpredictable and often led to arguments. During these disagreements, I have never physically harmed my ex-wife. In 2011, after one such argument, in an effort to de-escalate the argument and in response to certain actions of my ex-wife, I removed my wife from our apartment and was later arrested for doing so. At the time, I didn't understand that removing her from the home was against the law. As a result, I was charged. Despite this, my wife and I continued to see each other on and off as we tried to reconcile. In 2012, I was able to resolve this legal matter. I received a disorderly conduct violation, which was later expunged. Later that year, my ex-wife and I mutually decided to separate and move forward with our lives. I'm sharing this part of my life not for sympathy, but so you can understand that I, like everyone else, have made mistakes, grown, and learned from my experiences. I'm sharing because I want to be sure that any telling of my private history is accurately displayed. I do not believe or condone anyone having to suffer their history being publicly shared without their consent and without it coming directly from the people directly involved, which has happened here. I did not at any time share this information with Nikita Moon. Damn, he put her government. But I am now required to
his whole
clarify an
government.
intimately personal matter that only occurred between myself and my ex-wife and is legally not publicly available because I would not provide money to Nikita Moon in exchange for Nikita. Ooh, damn, sir. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. I know a lot of y'all don't read these things. People just need to say what they got to say because having to pause and scroll and do all this stuff, especially when you can't see with the words, it's a bit annoying. So yeah, let me read this for you guys before y'all start talking shit in the comments. I would not provide money to Nikita Moon in exchange for Nikita Moon not to speak to or release this matter. I am now 35 years old and have had no further issues with the law in the 15 years since. Today, I stand as a man who deeply respects the law and the women in my life. My hope is that my story demonstrates my growth and the lessons I've learned, allowing me to continue helping others who may be struggling in love. Thank you for your continued support and trust. Sincerely, a metaphor.
Man, y'all, that was a mouthful. That was a lot. Like, really? Man, so let's go into how this whole thing started, because it started somewhere, right? It started off with KeRose discussing things that happened, during her time, right? And she felt like she was being abused in that situation. So let's go into her.
Warning, this rant is going to mention abuse. And if you can't handle all that because Trump's inauguration is on Martin Luther King Day and that's just too much for you already, I understand. Come back and see this tomorrow. It's going to be up. After the Diddy situation, I often ask myself how people could be so inconsiderate and insensitive in the comments and ask questions like why it takes so long, or how come they didn't say this, or how come everybody wants to come out of the woodwork. So I kind of want to break down abuse real quick so that the is in the back that ain't never been abused, or maybe the ones that are doing the abusing could really understand where I'm coming from. So let's make some things clear. What are the different types of abuse? Well, there's financial, there's physical, there's sexual, there's mental, there's emotional. there's verbal, there's a lot of different types of abuse. So it's important to know all the different types so you can identify it if somebody want to get stupid with you. I just don't understand why people wait so long in order to talk about their abuse. Well, let's go over some of the things that the victim has to face once they've come out. Firstly, you're going to be alone. So when you first start talking about your abuse, you have to understand there's going to be a lot of people around you that love, care about, and believe your abuser. You're going to get talked to crazy, talked about, lied to, and lied on. Keita, why? The victim didn't do anything. Why are they going through that? Well, because they're disrupting a cycle. Imagine you tell your family during Christmas that Uncle Joe can't really keep his hands to himself. Well, now you're the one that's ruined Christmas. The burden falls on the one who talks. Remember that. See, it's up because the people that love your abuser have to now choose between believing you and enabling them. So the hard part is done, right? Saying it, getting it out there. But now you have to do the harder part, which is prove it. Then you notice everybody around you that had the same opinion, had the same experience, gets the same feelings about said person, said abuser. You'll see them cower down. You'll see them shut the up. Why? Because everyone gets rowdy when we're talking about it. Yeah, that happened to me. Yeah, we can't stand for this. Yeah, who do they think they are? Until it's time to really stand on business and mean what the you say. And you'll see that 99% of the who had a problem before don't know what you're talking about anymore. So now you're jealous, bitter, angry, broke, money hungry, or whatever else the abuser is going to call you to then paint themselves more credible. You can't listen to such and such because did you know, in my cases, did you know that she suffers from mental illness? She's crazy. And you know what? All right. Victims have to answer questions like, well, if the abuse was so bad, why didn't you leave earlier? And to that, I'd say it depends on what's connected to the abuse. Some people's abusers are tied to everything they have or everything they've ever known. Imagine being like, I know Ashton owns everything in your bank account and he owns the house and the car and custody of the kids and everything that's ever been near or dear to your heart. But just walk away. Fuck you, Jan. You walk away. I'm staying. I'm going to figure this shit out. Here's some scary ass truths that victims have to face before they confront their abuser. People might not believe you. People might talk shit. Everybody might turn against you. You might get sued and then have to be abused and paid. Might get diddied. Everybody has pneumonia. Victims have to hear shit like, you don't look abused. You look okay. You don't look sad or mad. Okay, well, let me just go home and shit on myself. Rub it all over. That way I just look like I feel inside. Victims get to see abusers play victim. And a lot of your faves are so good at playing victim. The image is like, mwah, chef's kiss. A couple things victims need to understand. And if you ain't clocked nothing else this whole video, go ahead and clock this. You don't get any reward for shutting the up. What, Keita? That doesn't even make sense because you just said what could happen to the victims by speaking out. Absolutely. But also what could happen to a victim by shutting the up is the abuser gets to keep going and keep abusing and they don't stop. So someone has to say something. And lastly, but most importantly, let's talk about after something traumatic happening, the victim having to heal. Whilst a lot of the times, whilst watching their abusers shine. And don't worry, abusers are never alone. A lot of the times they shine with the people that enable the abuse because abuse is okay as long as you benefit. As long as you benefit. My abuser says that everybody has a price. All those things are important to consider if you want to confront your abuser, if you want to start speaking out about your story. I'm ready to confront mine. So I think it's time that we have a real conversation. Trigger warning, this rant is
when Martin Lawrence was in that show,
I want to like talk about people calling people crazy because it's interesting. So let's go.
I believe. How do you feel about him as a person, as an artist?
Martin Lawrence is the guy that showed everybody you can make it from DC to Hollywood. And I had a personal stake in his success. Every time he did something, it made me feel inspired and really good. And he was always real nice to me. He'd sit me down, what's going on with you, baby boy? What? We talk about comedy, whatever. And, you know, when we did Blue Streak, we were promoting it, and Martin had a stroke. He almost died. And then after that, I saw him, and I was like, oh my God, Martin, are you okay? And he said, I got the best sleep I ever got in my life. That's how tough he is. So let me ask you this. What is happening in Hollywood that a guy that tough will be on the street waving a gun, screaming, they are trying to kill me?
Yeah.
What's going on? Why is Dave Chappelle going to Africa? Why does Mariah Carey make a $100 million deal and take her clothes off on TRL? A weak person cannot get to sit here and talk to you. Ain't no weak people talking to you. So what is happening in Hollywood? Nobody knows. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy, is dismissive. I don't understand this person, so they're crazy. That's bullshit. These people are not crazy. They're strong people. Maybe the environment is a little sick.
Maybe the environment is a little sick. I mean, I'm not, listen, I'm not gonna just sit up here. She's not saying this for nothing. There's got to be something to it. So let's go further into what happened with the situation. Let's go.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what Keita got to say, because he dropped text messages to prove something. Let's see what it is. Hey Ace, Kel stole about $13K from me. Please cease all communication about me or business with him. Anything personal is up to you. Gracias. He says, yeah, all communication will cut off with him from me. I ride with you, period. And she responds, oh, never mind. It wasn't stolen. Apparently, I've been paying for Mary flights, but everything else still stands. Thanks again. Not sure why he wanted to provide this, but if he goes live, we'll find out. Now, here are the receipts that Ace dropped. This is recordings of him and Keita's conversation. Keita also says that she recorded the entire thing. So let's just sit back and see what happens, because we still haven't seen the receipts from Keita. She has a lot more to go. So be patient, y'all.
You keep making promises. So we're going to do the $300,000 NDA. I'm going to sign it today. I'm going to wire the money today. The agreement will say by 5:30 this will all be done. I will show you proof of me. Stop playing with me. Enough talking. I'm about to take a shower now. And I have to call Daniel.
Hey, can I ask you
Think about that. And let's have another conversation.
Can I ask
and
you
if that conversation doesn't go the way Daniel needs it to go, about what me and you agreed, then I'm never speaking to you again, because I'm tired of it. I need to create my content so I can work. Some of us don't have all this money that we can go around and make lives and go to basketball games and do all this and Some of us have to just feed our children. So I'm gonna either work, or we don't work, or I'm gonna work.
So is that extortion, or is she just asserting herself? Why is that people like want to put like certain words out like extortion? You know what I'm saying? She's asserting herself. She's saying what her dollar is. If you want me to stop, you owe me this money. You need to pay me for my time, this, that, the other. So now she's extorting him. Let's go further.
You decide. And I'm not saying I need to wire.
Mary.
Sign the NDA. Yes,
Mary.
yes, go ahead. Yes. Hey, Mary, 5 minutes because you work for me. Because you work for me.
All right.
5 minutes with this one. Go ahead.
All right, look, maybe just have her call me back at 1. I don't know. We right, you know what I'm saying? We right there. We literally are right here.
So can you if this deal don't go through by 5:30, it's no deal. That's what I'm telling you. I'm tired of this. I'm not gonna give you 80 days, sue me in court, let's go to court, and I'm gonna blog the whole fucking goddamn experience. Just like I'm blogging this one. Go ahead. Play with me. I'm gonna get that fire today.
No.
Or we have no deal. Solve this by 5:30 until midnight last night. I'm tired. My back hurts. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I need to work, but I'm still fucking around with you.
Well, here we go. Now she's gonna be seen as crazy because of how she is upset now. They're gonna try to make her be like, oh, she's unhinged. She's this, she's that. But let me tell you something. When a person's been nice for a long period of time, been kind and been waiting and this, that, the other, okay, well, all right. And they finally reached the end of their rope. They reached the end of their rope. You know what I'm saying? If he owes her the money, he should go ahead and pay her the money that he owes her, instead of like saying that he paid everybody. Let's go.
Bitch ass. Now I said we were friends, but we ain't that goddamn close until we make a motherfucking deal. So make it, nigga, and make the right one.
Let's just make the deal, Ace, and we can move forward, and you can get squared away, and we can get squared away, and everything can be finished. Do you think you can solve it by 5:30?
Mary, we got a long way to 5:30. I've been working on this all morning. Since
well,
hold on, Peter. Let me.
And less time talking to me.
So look, just call me back. Call me back at 1. Call me back at 1. All right, come back. You texted me about Kel possibly stealing or taking $13,000 from you.
Right.
I want you to read what I said to you.
I know what you said. I remember that conversation verbatim.
You said Kel stole that from me. I said, I ride for you, period. When you came back and said, oh, never mind, it wasn't stolen. Apparently, I've been paying for Mary's flights. That lined up with why Kel asked for it from me. It made, I'm like, who?
No, it makes sense.
And then,
I just would never have agreed to that. So I was really upset that I couldn't do anything. And that's what I'm going to tell them. Everybody's like, well, give her the money. I'm going to let them know that legally, apparently Mary I had to pay for her flights. I've never had to pay for her flights before, but I had to pay it this time. So I didn't know that. He didn't tell me that. I didn't know you guys. I didn't know why, even if that's the case, why it was sent to somebody's personal bank account, which my lawyer said is a no-go.
No, so
especially when every bank account, everything has been. I think Sunday night he was like, "Wait, just wait." He was like, "Please, just wait."
Hold on. So okay. So you working for a place. Okay. So imagine you working for a place, and this is what we call Negro business. I'm not gonna say the real word I want to say, but this is Negro business, right? So you're station you're set to get 13,000, and somebody else step in and say, okay, we got to pay for so and so's flight, right? Now this is probably I think it's an ex of hers, and he steps in and says, no, just send the money to me and pay for some so and so flight. So instead of him, what should have happened in that situation is that he should have sent the money to her and said, you know what, hey, what's up, Jackie? There should be never a way that somebody else could ever step in on a contractual agreement and any money be exchanged between whatever third party. And then, oh, okay, well, it was for this. It doesn't matter who it's for. We had an agreement. That money should go this way. It should not go the other way. It based on the agreement. So what's happening is Negro business. So somebody else is able to call him and say, okay, well, no, just send me the money and I'm gonna pay for so and so's flight. So the problem is that he was getting other people to pay for their own flights because he didn't want to be accountable for getting people there. He said, well, he thinks that people should get their own flights. So that's what part of the issue is that, you know, they didn't do things according to contract exactly how it was supposed to be. What should have happened is that he should have said, you know what, I'll send it to her, then you get the money from her. There should be no way that someone else should ever step in on a contractual agreement of a payment and be able to say, well, reroute the money this way and then we'll work it out that way. There's no way that should have ever happened. And clearly she's been patient. This supposedly happened in May and now it's January or March or whatever. And now it's in January and she's sitting up here like, where's my money at? You know, I still haven't gotten paid. And it's apparently there's other payments that were supposedly due that she did more shows or whatever. After that, she didn't get paid for them. So I don't understand why you're sending any text message. Text message does not supersede a contract. Period. You know what I'm saying? A person can't come to me, I'm a landlord, and say, oh, okay, well, we agreed to this. Well, you know, but what does the contract say? It doesn't matter. There's not a contract. That does not change the contract that we have signed. So if you wanted to pay for that person's flight, so this is Negro business. This Negro people doing Negro business. Let's go a little bit further. Let's go.
Don't do anything. Just wait. Our lawyers were talking to each other, getting sticky, getting crazy. His lawyer's very disrespectful. My lawyer says on his lawyer's website, it says that he can only advise people. He can't even do litigation. So I bet we'll find out. Hey, Stephon, I can't wait to see you in, what is it, Ohio? What do we have to go, Ohio? So, because he's so cheap that he won't even pay for a real lawyer. So he's trying to get me on extortion. It's not extortion when I'm asking you to pay the people back what they deserve. You can use big numbers and scare people. Mandy about to be in his comments saying you loud. You can use big words and scare people, big numbers. She's trying to get 500,000. Yep, I can prove why. So for the ex, I was trying to get $100,000. Why, Nikita? Why? That's crazy. Okay, let me tell you why. When you cannot leave a man. When a man makes it difficult for you to leave him, whether it's financial because you work with him, or it's physical, mental, and emotional. How come all your exes have to move to different states to get away?
I'll be keeping up as much as I can. I'll catch you on the next one.
We've also had another day of Republicans just
So that is what Sweet Mom for Life was able to come up with. But this is a really messy situation. And clearly, you know, you can see it getting charged up. It started off as a joke, but you can see that KeRose is very, very irate about this. Maybe this affected her life. I mean, I don't think that enough attention is being brought on. Okay, like if she probably has plenty of money, but you know, that $13K could have been used for her bills, whatever. You know, you never know exactly what and how you affect people's life by not paying them and it being something else and this, that, the other. So let's like go into. She also recorded the video. Let's see how it went down on her end.
It's done. We have to do it obviously above the board.
What's that mean?
Right, because it means that technically we can't say what we're doing this for. Yeah, I like that being more of it. He was saying that what your lawyer said, and then I like it being something that is private between us that don't get out. But it doesn't benefit neither one of us to go to court about this. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it for me. The amount of money I would pay lawyers to keep watching your page and doing this and doing that, it's not fucking worth it. So what I'm saying is like, I didn't need an all-encompassing NDA. It was 100 just to not talk about this.
Yes, but that's the NDA.
Hold up. No, I mean, shit, if you want to keep, like, I don't, like, look, it was 100 to talk about this and then 250 in work, quote unquote.
For the NDA?
No, just this specific thing.
Right, that's the NDA. That's the one that I need to sign the NDA about.
One more question.
Yeah.
About just the 5 all this year, like 250 now, 256 months.
So give me 500,000.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you take that money and you just put it in the stock market, in 4 years you'll probably have more money. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So does it sound like extortion to you? Like, so then after they had this conversation, he puts out a thing saying that he was being extorted. This sounds like a conversation, a negotiation, not an extortion plan. Extortion is, there's no conversation in extortion like that. What are we talking about? This is not extortion. This is a conversation. It's a legal conversation. She recorded it, and I guess it didn't go the way it was supposed to go, and so therefore now she just released it. Let's go.
I don't know how to do stock markets. You don't.
No, I'm saying you'll just have it. You get what I'm saying? You'll have it. Like the idea, and this is, I'm telling you from my side of it, what I would do. I would have the money.
People have been around you forever, and then other people's characters are going to start to be questioned, because my first thought was, which one of his niggas knew and sat by an abuser and continued to make money? That was my first thought when I saw it. So when I asked Mike, I'm like, did you know?
Keita, I know you have your opinions of me. All right? I know you do. And I know that.
So you think that a person extorting you is going to talk to you and be nice about it? Or are they going to extort you and say, listen, if you don't do X, Y, Z, then that's it? Or are they going to have lawyers involved, then have a private conversation saying, we don't want to get lawyers involved? I mean, who is extorting who at this point? He's saying, listen, I'm going to give you X amount. I don't want to go into a legal battle. That sounds like a negotiation to me. It doesn't sound like an extortion plot. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
There's some things that could have been done better. But when I listen to your opinions of me sometimes, it do hurt my feelings. And I'm not taking away from your hurt feelings.
No, I do be trying to hurt your feelings. You be pissing me off.
I don't mean that. Listen, just like things got back to you, things got back to me.
I tell them to people on purpose so that they get back to you.
Though.
So with Kitty,
I'm telling you.
I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
So I was going through a breakup. So I was going through a lot. And then somebody had doxed me in January, and they shared my address. So people came to my door, knocked on my door, scared my kid. So we all like slept in the same bed together because we didn't know if people were going to like come in. They called my phone a million times. It was scary the whole night. And like people were sending Uber Eats. People were like, you gonna die, bitch. Because it was around the time that I had talked shit about Nicki Minaj. So the barbs were already on me. So as soon as my address and phone number hit Twitter, I was cooked. So that really fucked me up. So I went ahead and I had to move. But I couldn't really afford to like do tour, help my family out, and move. But I moved anyway because I was scared because I got a son. So I told Randy that, and she was like really mad about it. But then Kitty told me that she got my address. Randy had got my address from Natasha. So I called Natasha. And Natasha was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to give her your address." She was like, what'd she say? She was like, I I thought she had some of your merch and she wanted your address, right? But you're not supposed to give my personal information out to castmates. But anyways, I let that go. Let it go. And then so me and Kitty became cool because she told me, she was like, I got something to tell you about Randy. She's like, she leaked your address. So I just blocked Randy. I didn't even say anything. I just blocked her. I was like, I'm done. So me and Kitty became cool, very close. She told me you fucked her over real bad. She was struggling really bad with money. I gave her sister food. I gave, because she said her sister, I gave her food. I gave her a pantry of my food. I did a lot for her. I bought her an edible arrangement. I took her out to eat and paid for the whole thing. I did a lot. And then, you know, she snaked in the fucking worst way. Because you weren't supposed to know. You weren't supposed to know that we had came together.
I am on my, I don't like to swear, but on everything I love. When I talked to Kitty in Dallas, she wasn't trashing any of that.
I didn't say she trashed. I said she told you what she didn't have no reason telling you.
No, she didn't. It wasn't you get what I'm saying? It wasn't.
She already apologized for telling you what she told you.
No, listen. You come back. What I'm saying is, it wasn't in an attempt to get them out. They ain't blah blah blah. It was an attempt to, hey, how?
I don't care about her. That's the reason. My son is in danger. I had to buy another motherfucking house, and that bitch is in Dallas, and I'll fuck that bitch up.
I don't want to get you upset.
My son, nigga. I don't play with my son.
Hey, we don't have to talk about Kitty no more.
Never again.
I was just
So she had people coming to her house, threatening her kids, and she's supposedly mentally ill because of her emotions and how she's dealing with that, doxing addresses and stuff like that. That's that. I understand her emotions in this. You know, she's a mother. You know, come on.
No, person to person, Keita.
No, I'm just telling you. I don't want anything from you, Ace. I don't want anything. At first, I thought you were gonna make it right. It was a whole day. I can't spend days and days on this, so I'm just gonna let it go from here. I wanted to call you and just say I want to let you know how you've hurt people. That's all. How you've hurt me.
Listen, if this was extortion, she wouldn't be saying things like, "I don't really want anything from you." She'd be like, "No." Doubling down on the I just need the 500,000. I just need the 2, whatever it is, and I'll shut up. She said, "I don't really want anything from you, Ace."
Like a lot of people, Natasha told her stories too, and everybody can talk about how they've left you and you've done this and you've done that, and you've gotten what you are good at is meticulously doing something to somebody, whether you make them love you, and I don't see how they can, or you give them financially fucked up, right? And then they say, okay, well maybe he'll make it right, and we continuously do that because you play this like nice guy role that everyone fell in love with, like 2 million followers, you know, 2 million women are like, this is a nice guy.
See, that's the thing, is that we always fall for these nice guy characters. You know, the Derek Jacksons and the this, that, the other. If this man doing this to you, then you need to. They not loving you. They ain't doing it right, and da, da, da. And so people fall into that. And I mean, I'm sure the whole audience majority were women in the whole tonight's conversation. And so now you get into this, right? If he's not paying his people that's up on the stage, what are you doing? If you're making like all this money, you should pay your workers, period. Even with me. And I was like, I'm not even rich, you know what I'm saying? But I made sure everybody that came to my thing got paid. Before they even got on the stage, they got paid. There was no like, later on, I'm going to pay you. It's okay. You come, you get paid up front to be there. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And that's how you do business. But what's happening is that when people get too big, they start to like, you know, do different types of business practices, and that's where you get this day.
I'm not a nice guy. I don't need you to make it right. I don't need you to give me any money. I'm not. I know Mike said I was impoverished. I guess that was a little dig because he's mad, but I gotta unfollow him too. I'm not tripping, man. I wish you the absolute best, bro. I really do.
You're gonna drop the video.
I'm gonna tell the truth. You haven't been truthful with me since I've met you, though, about anything.
No, whoa. So are we talking or not?
I can't stop crying thinking about what did happen.
Yeah. All right, so Keita, I ain't ate since.
Me neither. I haven't eaten in 3 days. I'm so thin and pretty. I'm gorgeous. Here, stop telling me we're good. You're I have to pay my all right. I'm wasting my money, bro. I had to pay my lawyer and shit. It's fine.
No. But that's so essentially so now you're willing to sign a full blown NDA.
Yeah, I do think this is deep, and then this is gonna hurt a lot of employees. And then a lot of people are gonna be like, well, I didn't see that. He do be yelling at Sam. And do the live still just to show people that you made it right, because that's all. And then with that settlement, I'm gonna get like the people that said that they were hurt by you, I'm going to help them.
Now I want to read this, what these words say. I'm a veteran with mental illness, bipolar depression, GAD, and PTSD. I'm a proud mental health advocate, and my podcast is named Unmedicated and Educated. So it shouldn't be all that surprising if my response to financial, mental, emotional, or physical abuse is a little extreme. So she's admitting, okay, a little bit extreme. There's so much more to the story. The drama has been going on for years, and Ace has been playing with my money in this fake setup negotiation for months. As you all can see, he is not the only one with audio recordings. The rest will be outlined in my upcoming projects and apparently in a court of law. To my crash outs, I love and I thank you for my support. To my castmates and fellow employees, I apologize if you were hurt by this, but facing abuse is often uncomfortable. Lastly, to Anthony Terrell, Niles, I'll see you in court, B. So
that they feel like, they didn't just help me get everything, and then, and I'm not going to say that what you gave me or anything, but I'm going to say he made it right. Be honest, because people think we're having sex and we're not.
I know that you have enough right now, even without her. You know that. You know that also.
Yes. I have a lot of things. You've done a lot of things to me.
No, listen. So there is no reason for me, no reason at all for me to spurn you at fucking all.
Or get off my phone and let's stop this. I don't give a fuck. Fire today. Or we have no deal.
Solve this by
I waited up until midnight last night. I'm tired. My back hurts. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. I need to work. But I'm still fucking around with your bitch ass. Now, I said we were friends, but we ain't that goddamn close until we make a motherfucking deal. So make it, nigga, and make the right one.
So you see how there was a whole conversation prior to what Ace Metaphor showed. He just clipped out that one part and didn't show all the smoothing and love bombing going on earlier that day, and then still not coming up with the agreement, and then now saying, okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's two sides to every story. The in the middle is the truth, but let's be real, like there is something going on.
Let's just make the deal, Ace, and we can move forward, and you can get squared away, and we can get squared away, and everything can be finished. Do you think you can solve it by 5:30?
Mary, we got a long way to 5:30. I've been working on this all morning. Since
Well, spend more time convincing that nigga and less time talking to me. I gotta work and make videos. Thank you. I gotta do my Patreon. I got 500 new members.
Call me back at 1. All right, call me back at 1. All right, love you, Keita. To get this done, we have to do it. Obviously.
So this is apparently the Ace's lawyer. So I don't even know why. Well, I guess she must have her lawyer on the phone too. But it's interesting that he's not there also to actually verify and talk about the situation. It's interesting.
Above the board.
What's that mean?
Right, because it means that technically we can't say what we're doing this for. Yeah, I like that being more of it. He was saying that what your lawyer said, and then I like it being something that is private between us that don't get out. But it doesn't benefit neither one of us to go to court about this. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it for me. The amount of money I would pay lawyers to keep watching your page and doing this and doing that, it's not fucking worth it. So what I'm saying is like, I didn't need a all-encompassing NDA. It was 100 just to not talk about this.
Yes, but that's the NDA.
Hold up. Nah, I mean, shit, if you want to keep.
So for her not to talk about it, for him to be willing to like give her 100,000, for her not to keep going on and on, it must be something to it, though. You know what I'm saying? It must be some things that she must got underneath her pocket he don't want to get out. And then he gonna make her out to seem like she's an extortionist. But it's like, okay, well, you owe me money. You owe me this. You have not this. You fire me out of nowhere. Like, what's going on?
Like, I don't like. Look. It was 100 to talk about this, and then 250 in work, quote unquote.
For the NDA?
No, just this specific thing.
Right, that's the NDA. That's the one that I need to sign the NDA about.
One more question.
Yeah.
About just the 5 all this year, like 250 now, 256 months.
So give me 500,000.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you take that money and you just put it in the stock market, in 4 years you'll probably have more money. You know what I'm saying?
Nope, I don't know how to do stock markets. You don't.
No, I'm saying you'll just have it. You get what I'm saying? You'll have it. Like the idea, and this is
It's crazy to hear the background, how people be doing manipulation in the background. It's crazy. That background, this is like the first. You don't really get to hear these conversations, but she's showing how those conversations go. Now, in another series of events, you know what I'm saying? So now you have Zeus Network. So all these little platforms that are like that been coming up and being successful and doing this, it's coming out more and more. It's more crazy stuff happening. So I want to show you this whole thing about the Zeus Network, and I want to give the creator, what's his name? Identical, IDENTIKAL, for releasing this information, for blowing this up out the water. Identical is the person. I'm gonna like give the video credit for him. Let's go.
No, I didn't. But other than that, about to roll up while we getting up in here, y'all. And yeah. There was a nigga named Prince who does music and can get her in the face with celebrities, but she was going to end up being trafficked, you know, with the S word, trafficked, and she escaped the party and went and got help. What up, Troy? What up, Idaho? What up, everybody in your city? You feel me? You could drop your city while we up in here. And been off here a minute, but I told y'all I had to fall back, and now we back. That's all it is. Big more facts. Thank you for that. You feel me? Baltimore, Buffalo up in here. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, y'all, because if it happened close to you, we on the shit. So let's get to it. And not funny, y'all, for those, you know, roll up. We're gonna be on this one for a minute. I usually do short lives, but we got a real live, so I'm rolling up so we can get this on out. Now, I'm going to upload a video. That way y'all can see everything that I say. I upload in the video on, and that way y'all can see it with me. But here we go. By accident, let me just say rolling up some bunk. Nah, bro. And I love it. Ain't no bunk over here, bro. We don't do bunk, bro. You know, we stay blowing on that joke over here, man. That's what we do. Now, Detroit in the building. Y'all know what's up. Now, listen. I accidentally uploaded a video a couple days ago. It's about Diddy and, you know, some uncut footage and stuff, and women telling their stories, and a couple other Jane Does that escaped, which are filing cases against Diddy now, but they're speaking to people that they trust, and I'll put them up there. So let's get it going. Now, yo, Veeper, if you're talking about what I'm rolling up, then you a genius. But if that's what you're rolling up, we smoking the same. That's what's up. But still, listen. Old girl was telling how she got took to a party with Diddy in the daytime, and it was kids there, and she didn't know why they were there. If y'all seen the video, then y'all know what I'm talking about. Hit that like button on your way in too, because this one going out, bro. We ain't letting no one stealing nothing or nothing no more. You feel me? Nigga, you crazy horns and halos. But other than that, she said that she went to this party with this dude named Prince. So you know us, I'll get on Instagram and I'll holler at my peoples, because Instagram, they got a lot of females on the Instagram, and shout out to the boss ladies, because they really care. But anyway, we were speaking on it, then it didn't make sense. And then here comes this female's body getting left in Cleveland, Ohio, who went to a Baddies audition out of town. This is weird. There's no way her body should have ended up in Cleveland. God rest this lady's soul. We're going to see what we can do. But regardless, it's attached to Zeus Network. And by coincidence, ain't it lightweight weird that the girl in the video who said she almost got S-trafficked by Diddy and another rapper at his party mentioned a nigga's name who's on Zeus Network? His name is Prince. This nigga's on the Bad Boys. Now, ain't a show I go on, but for our peoples we looking, I'm like, yo, this nigga really is a real person. He right there on Bad. But anyway, that's who she's talking about. A lot of people ain't going, you feel me? Like, they're not going to understand. But other than that, now I'm going to say allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly is him. And I'll let the internet detectives do their motherfucking homework. You feel me? So, but anyway, she got took to the party, and she knew she was going to be drugged up, because she said they told her, oh yeah, we got a private jet and you'll be in Cuba. You'll be in Cuba the next day. I'm like, yo, but
That is what he's talking about. So let me just show you how he might not be lying about this. That's what's crazy. Let's go into it. Here we go.
In Cleveland, Ohio, in an abandoned house on Francis Avenue.
Content creator Raina Dunlap was found dead in Cleveland, where the 30-year-old was allegedly auditioning for a reality series.
This is why she was in Cleveland. Baddies Midwest was filming in Cleveland. They were going to clubs that were very close to the locations where she was purchasing stuff.
Multiple reports confirm Raina's body was recently discovered inside a vacant home, and while police haven't shared a cause of death, they say a drug overdose is suspected.
I said my daughter's never used hard drugs and talked to anybody.
Raina's family speaking with local Cleveland outlet 19 News about her shocking death.
She loved being around people. She loved being the center of attention. Why was she in Cleveland? We don't have any connection to Cleveland at all. And we didn't know why. We didn't even know she was out of the state of Maryland.
Her loved ones also taking to social media for help and answers. A GoFundMe was set up for funeral expenses, and Raina's sister Kira speaking out on TikTok, asking for any information surrounding Raina's whereabouts before she died.
We definitely don't want the police to sweep her death underneath the rug. If you can donate anything at all, please, and thank you.
All right. So
if she'd have stayed, if she'd have stayed at that party, she'd have been kidnapped and gone. But she got introduced to Puffy and went to this party with the nigga Prince from that be on the Zeus Network. Yes, he's a musician. I ain't gonna say he fruity, but I'm gonna just say, yo, he's in touch with his feminine side. But he was just on the Playboy's Texas show. And I'm trying to sit here and I hope that this nigga ain't attached to this lady who got dropped in Cleveland, Ohio, because let's get into it. RP this lady. And I just want y'all to see what I'm seeing and how, okay. And I commented on it, but anyway, one of my peoples that said, anybody hear about the girl who allegedly knew the Baddies cast went missing after auditions last year? Her body was found last night. Her mother thinks Zeus is trying to cover it up. So she went for an audition on Zeus. So, and this is what the young lady looks like. Black queen. Went to apply for Baddies. Then ends up missing for mad months. No one heard from her, but this is where it gets crazy. They say when she went missing, she was making out the blue post on her social media. Then they say when she was found, she had nothing on her. Her credentials were gone, ID, phone, everything was gone. But when they did more research, they found out that she was like in a mental hospital and her family didn't know where she was, but she was in a mental hospital. Now, I'm not going to play detective, but I'm going to get into what old girl said that we put in that video when she got took to that party. And I'm pretty sure the same thing probably happened to Shorty, because we know there is a nigga on Zeus Network named Prince who takes females to meet these celebrities and leave them there. And I don't know if y'all know, but in a way, if you're taking females to meet celebrities so they can get drugged up and left at parties to hopefully get, you know, kidnapped and flown in, well, nigga, you need to come on down like The Price is Right, because it's like way funny that they're attaching it to Zeus, and I'm not including Zeus. We just sticking into what the reality of it is. Now, the people we deal with do their homework. You feel me? They don't play about that shit. They really don't. But I'm gonna read this to y'all. Then you tell me how this sounds. Okay, look. It says, this whole story is nuts. She was in Cleveland around November for a Baddies event audition and ended up going missing almost 2 months after, was found deceased yesterday. It says, this is for social media influencer Raina Dunlap, aka the new queen, found deceased. This is for the internet detectives and the DMV. My baby Kenya went missing. She was found abandoned in Cleveland, in a Cleveland home, deceased. She didn't do no drugs. She was from MD. I found out she was evicted from her long-time apartment at the Mazda Grand and College Park, MD. I have no idea where she was from January 1st to November 4th. And I got a call she was having mental health crisis and was at Laurel Hospital. She posted several posts on January 1st and then went silent. Okay, so let's get this right. She goes to a baddie audition, in which I could put 2 and 2 together, and I'm pretty sure anyone on here with common sense can put 2 and 2 together. She goes there, probably gets up to a party, because we already know there's a so-called male who can take these ladies and lead them to be S-trafficked. She goes to a party, she gets out, but she's so drugged up, she's in the mental hospital now, and then you heard her mother say she don't even do drugs. That sounds just like what old girl said on that video when she got took to the Diddy's. She gets drugged up, they do what they want.
And the whole like taking people away and this, that, the other. Why would she be in Cleveland? How she end up in Cleveland? I'm reaching out to them, to him, to like see if he can like come on my channel and see if he like be willing to like talk more about this. But this is a sad story, man. People be going on these platforms trying to make it in Hollywood, and they end up getting trafficked, y'all. We need to like really understand, like we can't, our kids, because I mean, I'm 46. My daughter's 17. She could easily sign up for one of these things. And next thing you know, I don't hear from her. And the next thing you know, she's, you know what I'm saying? I know people who was thinking about going on these platforms and trying to get up there, go to like Baddies so-and-so. You don't know what kind of PIMPs are standing outside waiting for these people to come out there. When your child's auditioning, even though they're like older, like we need to like protect our girls. They are, listen, when we become mothers, you know, I get it. Our kids get older, we can't control what they do, but we need to like just put the word out for our young ladies that are like in their 20s or whatever, that try to like audition for these little weird behind things and willing to like go here and there to do stuff, that there might be somebody waiting in the wings like, oh, okay, well listen, if you do this, that, the other, you can get on the show. And next thing you know, you come with me, and then, oh, we got a private jet, and then the jet go over to a whole nother country, bring you back. Boom. Now you just, come on now. Have you traffic. Let's go.
Won't she come about of it, start, and then her body gets dumped in Cleveland? I'm just saying, ladies, be safe out here. What I'm trying to say is that, let's just say that video that we uploaded did get some traction and people did pay attention. We didn't bring this nigga name up. Shorty did. And she said that this nigga took her to a Diddy party and told her her life was going to change. She was going to meet celebrities, and who come out is Diddy, and already know she's there. And that sounds similar to what just happened to old girl whose body they found in Cleveland, who went to a Baddies audition, went missing for months, then her body gets found. But then when they find out where she was, they know that she was in a mental hospital and everything. but they took her life, so she can't tell. Okay.
Listen, y'all, we need to
OG313 in the building.
We need to figure out. Shouts out to the Detroit, shout out to 313, and shouts out to Identical, who I got this video from. Hopefully he don't hit me up like and strike me for this, but I just thought when I saw this come across, I was like, oh my God. And I did the research on it. It's like, oh my God, like this is terrible. You know, these TV shows, and that's even with my daughter, you know, they were trying to get her to be on these like little shows and stuff like that. But I said, you know what? I'd rather like create my own show before I like send my daughter off to like Hollywood to like try to be, you know, because she, you know, anyone who knows, I said, you know, she acts like she's on a TV show, and she, even her everyday life, she's like, hey, hi, mommy. It sounds like, I'm like, dude, is there a camera around? But, you know, you might have a person, a young girl who is like, you know, charismatic, whatever, and they want to be in Hollywood, and they end up joining these shows because they think that's their way in, you know? Yeah, shouts out to us. Hey, mommy. Hi, mommy. What? Oh, my God. You know, she just talks a certain way, and I'm like, is there? I'll be thinking like, dang, she's made for TV, right? Imagine your daughter, you grow them up, and you know that they're like special, but then they get in, you know, hey, they see an audition, they go out to it, it's crazy, people are fighting this, that, the other. Somebody pull them out the crowd. Well, I think that you're special, and the next thing you know, they're on a flight to Las Vegas. Come with me, and I'm gonna help you get on. You know what I'm saying? We need to be more in touch with our children, our teen, our you know, young adults. It's a crazy. Her mom haven't talked to her for like X amount of months, looking for her daughter. You know, we need to like. This is sad for real. And please don't strike my video. I'm just covering it
like that. We gonna let them people get in, but it do matter when it happens in your city. And she's not even from Cleveland, so probably if they do a thorough investigation, they're going to see when and who and what car dropped or how her body was delivered to that scene. But they have to care first. They can't knock us because we care. Do you feel me? But the moderators on y'all ass today. We got to get into it. It's a whack ass Wednesday. Now we're going to talk about Al B. Sure, bitch ass, doing that interview. And I told y'all we don't like weak niggas. Al B. Sure. First of all, let me say R.P. Kim Porter, because the way Al B. Sure just did that interview, he owes Kim Porter his life. Then he don't know the damage he did. Now, y'all know I joke on this nigga Diddy. I'm like, yo, he ain't that aggressive. This nigga ain't no bully. He ain't extorting niggas out here. He ain't bitch slapping niggas. He ain't making niggas. Yes, he is. That nigga Al B. Sure said, well, basically, Diddy took this nigga's son. And he thought bragging on, yeah, my son still got my last. Like, nigga, hold up, bro. Hold up. Hold up, bro. All right, bro. You tell me that you scared, and for all the people on document, you know, do the Al B. Sure interview. But I do it for y'all because I know y'all busy out there paying bills, going to work, and you know.
Now, you know what?
That's what me and my twin do. You feel me? But other than
I was only really coming here for the Zeus Network cover up, but I'm gonna play a little bit of this Al B. Sure. I didn't know this was even going on. I don't even know about the Al B. Sure situation. So, but just for context about that whole situation with Diddy, and I really didn't want to cover Diddy because I mean that whole thing is a cluster F. But let's see what's going on with this. Let's go.
Then that 50 Cent, Lucifer. So the nigga get on the interview like, yeah, man. Set up there, I kept well-known documents. Basically, this nigga done kept phone calls of Diddy calling him a bitch-ass nigga. Like, yo, man, keep your bitch ass away from my new son, nigga. You can't come over the crib. That nigga ain't never coming back. This nigga said Kim Porter told him, stay away from over here, man. I don't want Diddy to kick, you know, the K word to him.
What? What? Wait a minute. This is some new stuff. I didn't hear about this. What's going on? What?
Basically said Kim Porter saved his life from Diddy over his son, that Diddy took his son from him.
What? Like a
this nigga couldn't get visitation rights. Look, Diddy, yo, man, listen. Now, one,
What?
I heard of niggas stepping up for a kid to a deadbeat dad. You know, one of those unpresent parents, you know, that's not there. But from what I'm hearing, that when Diddy take your bitch, he take the kids too. Nigga, you ain't got to pay child support. Look, nigga, this ain't your son no more. Don't call this nigga no more. That's basically what did. This is what this nigga just said, man.
Is that what happened? So I'll be sure just gave Diddy the son, didn't go to court, didn't do nothing. All that money he got. All that money he got, he didn't just say, you know what? Not he didn't feel like he could like fight against him. He felt like he couldn't win any kind of like man, Diddy was wow. This is crazy. What?
Now I don't know how to look at Diddy after that, man. I know damn well, and oh my God, y'all, I don't. Now, when I speak on Albie, sure, it's only because I'm like, yo,
I don't even smoke weed. I don't even smoke weed, and I'm hearing this story, and I'm listen. What the hell? What? What is going on? What? He told him he can't come see his child.
Thinking Diddy gonna pick him, like Diddy gonna hit this nigga on the side, like, y'all want you to be my side nigga. That's what it's looking like to me and my niggas, man. But you sat back waiting on that call from Diddy. You really want to be invited to a party. What documents your bitch ass kept, nigga, that you ain't gave the feds? That they probably looked at and said, you just a bitch ass nigga, man. There ain't nothing we can do with this. Yo, look, if Diddy said he gonna slap you, nigga, we can't lock him up for that, man. We can't, we get you some fighting classes, my nigga. There ain't no way y'all saying this nigga really. But at the same time that I was joking, I was like, yo, Diddy a soft ass nigga. This nigga ain't slapping niggas and holding niggas off balconies and shit. This nigga ain't Big Red. This
is unbelievable.
Okay.
I'm so glad I did not get involved with that Hollywood nonsense. That is crazy. What? So Diddy told Kim Porter to tell Albie Shore, listen, tell him to like, don't even come over around, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'll kill him over his own son. And then the son stayed Diddy's son for his entire life, and you never even really heard of Albie Shore. I thought that guy was his son. I didn't know it. I thought it was Diddy's son for the longest. I never knew that it was Albie Shore's son until like probably like 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. What? Oh my God, this is.
So when old girl said that Diddy seen her at the party, this is why I'm glad I put the proof up, y'all. I'm glad I showed y'all because I'm pretty sure y'all seen the shit. If you didn't, check the shit out. You ain't even gotta like the video, but I'll put it up so y'all can see. I was thinking mild. You know how you think some shit because you know you don't see it, so you try to give a nigga the benefit of the doubt. And then I know my twin, you feel me? How we would find out this information on Diddy now. I did not think that this nigga, yo, my nigga OG, Diddler the monster. Now, I didn't call this nigga the last ass bender. You feel me? The butt taker. I didn't call this nigga all type of shit. But now I'm really starting to see that Diddy was out here beating niggas too, yo.
You better watch out saying all that stuff about Diddy. What the heck, bro?
Diddy out here beating niggas. Look, I did not know that this nigga Diddy threatened G Herbo too. What? I didn't know Diddy threatened the Chicago Goon. I didn't know this nigga threatened Mr. No Limit. I seen G Herbo break the Funny Marco niggas watch, man. That was highly disrespectful. But Diddy called you a bitch ass, hoe ass nigga and said don't speak to his bird no more, nigga. And you was on an interview. You ain't do nothing. Look, it's 2025. Real shit will be recognized. Took my time, did my homework.
Man, you know, I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and watch the rest of that on his channel. His channel is called Identical. Please watch the rest of his video. But that is crazy. So it's a lot going on, y'all, with this Hollywood stuff. I'm gonna also be covering like some more political stuff coming up soon. I'm gonna like start also talk about the involuntary celibate thing going on. That's another thing, crazy thing. The Incel movement. I think like later on today I'm going to cover that. So I think about like 6 o'clock I'm going to do a whole video about that because that whole thing You know how you got these people out here doing all this crazy, like doing these mass, this, that, the other mass, unalivings and stuff. It come from this movement, this incel movement. So what happens is that people are really mad because they can't get none. And they don't know how to approach women. They're very awkward or whatever. And I don't know whether they're they might be suffering some mental issues, right? And so what they'll do is they just build up all this animosity. You know what I'm saying? And then they end up lashing out in the craziest way. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of the incel movement, but there's like a whole situation about this incel situation. And let me share this real quick. So I want to play this a little bit right here.
This is what the life of an incel looks like. For the people who don't know that term, involuntarily celibate. Involuntarily celibate, meaning they are not able to have intercourse with anyone because they literally can't.
Fireball multiple. Ellie, I'm going to fireball multiple government buildings. Ellie, my name is Spot, S-P-A-F-T. I live in the United Kingdom.
His mom was that interviewer. Okay.
This is a performance for the cameras and for me, a woman, because this is a chat room of incels, virgins spread across 3 continents.
These are my friends. This guy's name, we call him Prince, bald already. This is a guy named Dank. He's a compulsive liar. Yeah, Joey's his vice bitch still there. Written by fuck you. And that's just how we talk though, like this bitch, that nigga, that nigga.
Right. See, they wild with it. They racist. They don't like women. It's like a whole movement of people that specifically like don't like women. They don't like the women. It's crazy. It's like, what? And it's all because they feel awkward. Some of them don't even look bad. They're not ugly. They're not, you know what I'm saying? But they just feel awkward approaching women. I don't know whether they might be on the spectrum or whatever, but then they become like, so, because I was always trying to figure out where are these people coming from? Is like just, doing all this whole crazy stuff, going into like bike rallies and parades and just going crazy, going ham. But come to find out, there's a whole movement and like message boards of people that because they can't get it in, they hate the women. So they just will just want to it develops some kind of hatred. And there's like a whole thing where with this whole community where that's where these people are coming from, this incel movement. So when you see like these people that's like out of nowhere, boom, they just coming out, throwing acid on people's face, just crazy stuff. They're coming from this involuntary celebratory movement. So let's go in a little bit further. Let's go.
Come again? Go again.
That nigga.
I didn't think I saw one black person in that group. Was there a black person in the group? I don't see a black guy in their group, but I am concerned that the one bald guy's name is Psycho Killer. Who are these guys? We need to react more Vice. Like Vice would be good. Can we run that back? I think I heard him wrong.
That nigga.
I think I misheard it.
These are my friends. This guy's name, we call him Prince, bald already. This is a guy named Dank. He's a compulsive liar. Yeah, Joey's his vice bitch still there. Written by fuck you. And that's just how we talk though, like this.
That's normal to talk like this. They just be on there just cussing each other out and this, that, the other.
Bitch, that nigga, this, that,
Why did he include that? What does that have to do with being an incel? Like saying the N-word. Like I get the bitch part. And then he even tell him the other guy, this is Joey, bald already.
Bald already.
Okay. We get it. We can see. Nah, based off his physique, I kind of was already feeling weird about it. He has these like scary eyes. No, he's locked in. This is what he does. When I get trolls on my post, it might be him.
And that's why it's funny. I don't take any comments to heart like anymore, like I used to, because I realize that there's probably this guy.
Probably that guy on the screen. How he dropped that so swiftly.
That nigga.
He's been saying that for years. He said that comfortably, but he knows who he's
very comfortably. And see, earlier, I would say like yesterday I was on DJ Witch Doctor's account, and I think one of them like kicked me off of the thing, but we were talking about like this one guy who I guess helps them to get more, become more better or whatever. I don't know. So, and what happened is that I was talking about that, and then they kicked me, they paid to get me up off the thing, because I was like, dude, this guy's he's an incel. You know what I'm saying? And I could pick it out. Like it was so many traits that he was having that was okay. This guy is a whole incel like guy, right? And I guess the dude that hold on, let me see. I'm gonna show you the guy. I'm gonna show you this. So when I got up here, let me put. All right, let's go into it. And they got mad because I was judging these people. I was like, dude, I think that these people are a certain way. And I was calling it left and right. Boom. They doing what? They doing this, they doing that. That sound like this, you know? And the people in the audience was like, nah, you being judgmental. But you know, listen, I could call stuff. You know, when you get a certain age, you can just call the behavior out and be like, okay, I know where this is, so let's go.
To catch a predator.
Y'all talked about that whole Lord Jamar thing.
Yeah, what you think about that shit? We talked about it. When was that? Yesterday.
Man,
and earlier in the interview. Because it's a long interview, and you know on this channel we don't get to review the whole shit. So early on in the interview, told the man on the left that he ain't had sex in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And the last time he got some was when he was in England. So the man asking him to tell him about the time he got some England, so he could further give him some advice, right?
Right.
But the hair gotta go.
You know what I'm saying? The man trying to know how 2 years ago what happened. I'm saying home gym makes me
Listen to
lazy.
this story, guys. Tell me if this is
I get what you're saying.
Listen.
Because when you at a gym is nothing else to do but workout.
Man, listen. This is how crazy this incel movement is. There are people out here that just awkward, don't know how to get women, and they go with this guy to try to get them to like learn how to be more attractive and stuff like that, or be more attractive to women, right? And he just pretty much tell them go to the gym, you know, and whatever. But they tell their stories, and it be some wild stuff with this incel thing. And all these guys that go on his channel trying to figure out what to do to get women are all awkward, weird, like don't got no like swag, nothing. Watch this.
You know what I'm saying? But let's see where this goes.
Okay. But you gotta fix your appearance, bro. The hair gotta go. Body has to be in better shape. You gonna come to fucking, I don't give a fuck if you went to England. You went to England, you slept with her where? Where did you sleep with the girl?
I was just at the hotel.
How did you meet the girl?
Legit. The story was I was going to McDonald's and this girl, she stopped me and she's asking me for money. She asked me if I had a spare $5 bill or £5 or whatever. And I gave her money and I tried to go in there. She's all like, "You want to do business?" And then I said,
Wait, what? A crack
I don't know if it's a hoe. Because if you was a hoe and you asking for $5,
he was at that time. He was on that side of town.
if you was a hoe and asking for $5, is no way. You
He's
know
in the crack town. He's in the crack part of town.
He gotta be on Skid Row. But he said this is the London Skid Row. You know what I'm saying? He was in England. Let's see where this shit go. We gotta rewind this. This is crazy.
I was going to...
How did you meet the girl?
Legit. The story was I was going to McDonald's and this girl, she stopped me and she's asking me for money. She asked me if I had a spare $5 bill or £5 or whatever. And I gave her money and I tried to go in there. She's all like, "You want to do business?" And then I said, "Sure." And then we ended up, yeah.
So the last girl you fucked in England was a prostitute?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say she's a prostitute. I didn't pay her.
She actually okay. So okay.
Yes, he did pay her. You know what I'm saying? $5.
Do you want to do business, bro?
Do you want to do business? Is crazy. $5 box is insane. No matter what part of the world. In England, no way. Ain't the pound higher than the US dollar by now? It's gonna be like close.
Yes,
That's
it's supposed to be like, man.
This is crazy. We gotta get this brother got.
She probably didn't have no teeth. She probably had missing, I don't know, missing limbs and
She
everything.
had teeth. I hope that the brother on the left asked him the right questions because I gotta see what you know what I'm saying.
She probably like 70 years
And then
old.
we ended up, yeah.
So the last girl you fucked in England was a prostitute.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say she's a prostitute. I didn't pay her.
She didn't pay her. Oh my God. What?
Okay. You didn't pay her. You had sex with her. She said you wanted to do business. What the hell you think that means? What the hell you think that means, bro? She asked you for money and they asked you if you wanted to do business.
Yeah, but I
They got high together.
I didn't pay her anything.
They both got
She
high.
$5. You gave her $5.
He went and got
I
the
don't know, it
drugs.
was super, like I'm telling you, I was smoking a cigarette. I was
Oh
going
my God.
all I was thinking about was going to McDonald's. I didn't even hear
Oh
it.
my God.
And then she ended up coming to my hotel and
For $5.
dude, legit, man, I swear to you, it was weird as
She
shit.
still was a prostitute. She just wanted only $5, bro.
It's crazy.
You gave her
No,
the
she
money
wanted to
she
get
needed.
high. She wanted the
I don't know.
$5
She
to
said,
get
do you have
high.
a tenner? She said, do you have a tenner? That's what I remember.
$10?
Yeah, a tenner. And I was all like, yeah, sure. Like, of course, right? I had
So
some
you
money.
gave her $10?
I gave her a tenner. Yeah, I remember. And she gave me some change.
This story's changing
a
too
couple
much.
pounds of change. And then she's all like, can you buy me food?
Yeah, this story
No,
is
it's
something
not.
like cap.
Yeah.
This is 5 minutes 10.
Stop the cap.
You gotta stop the cap, you know what I'm
Then she gave him change back and
She
said,
was
buy me
home-
some food.
Shit, he might be the crackhead.
saying?
He might be the one on crack.
Prost-
Look at that nigga.
Yeah, hoes and prostitutes don't have change. What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
What the fuck you got change?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What type of shit is this?
Homeless lady.
So she's like,
Oh
yeah,
my
I don't
God.
get
The last girl you fucked was homeless?
No,
You gonna put you for $5?
Bro, I don't even think she had change. Like, how? What? What? So he finds a girl. She say, "Can you give me $10?" And then he, I guess, bought her some food, took her to the hotel, hooked up with her, and then she gave him the change back. What? This whole story sounds crazy. Is it? All right, let's go.
Damn, she's homeless.
No, bro. She asked me
What you mean, no, bro? Yes, bro. You fucked a homeless lady that needed $5 for food.
I don't know if she needed drugs or if she was short. I don't know, but she was banging.
Don't say she needed drugs, bro. Why would you say that?
Damn.
Why would you say that, bro? She was going good. He said she probably needed drugs. He should have just let it rock. He should have let us just use our imagination. You know what I'm saying?
$5 for food.
He
I
probably
don't know
needed
if she
drugs.
needed drugs or if she was short. I don't know, but she was banging, bro. I swear to you, Fit. She was fucking banging. I'm
You
not
gotta tell me, bro. Don't ever say you know Fit X Feelings. Please, you motherfuckers, don't ever say y'all know me. If they ask you who you look up to, don't you ever? You fucked a homeless lady in England
I
for
did
$5.
not, bro.
Yes, she asked you if you could buy her food, bro.
Because I was going to McDonald's. She said me, where you going?
He was the one that was homeless, and then she was like homeless too. And then she asked him for some money to get some food, and then they got a hotel, and then they hooked up. Because that I don't understand where this. I mean, he leaving too much out the story. I think that's what the story is.
And I said, I'm going to McDonald's. And
Because she was homeless and needed food, bro. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh, I'm gonna lose my hair. The little hair I have.
This is real spill.
Oh, a real spill. The last woman you had sex with was a homeless lady that gave you some pussy for $5. So that doesn't count.
It was a tenner.
Okay, for $10. You gave her $10 to fuck, and she needed some food.
This show, like, what is going on in this world? $10, man, y'all better strap up for real. I don't even do it. I'm just like, you know what? I give up. I'm not getting it in. Man, no, hell. What? How many guys you think that do this type of thing and go find a homeless person and bring her to a hotel and get it in with her, give her a McDonald's meal and a Happy Meal and send her on her way?
It wasn't me though. It was her. I didn't do anything.
What I'm saying is she needed food, so she came to you for the food because she was homeless.
You're making assumptions now, bro.
How is that an assumption? She asked you if you could buy her food off the streets.
But she didn't look homeless or anything. So we got to
It was cold and she had a jacket on.
The nigga said she ain't look good.
She had a coat on.
The nigga said she don't. I ain't gonna hold you. I know niggas like that. They see a crack.
Did she have a cardboard box in her hand that had a sign that said "We'll work for food"? I mean, did she have that? Come on now.
She asked him if he want to do business, and you know what I'm saying. She gave him the business.
Man, do you want to do business? $10 business? What? Since when is business $10? What business is that? Honey, you can go work at Domino's and get 20. You know what I'm saying? whatever. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? Like $10 for a Happy Meal? And then you gonna do it with this dude? Man, and then this guy probably didn't even use a condom. I bet you he didn't use one. I bet you he didn't. He was so happy about the little piece of something that he got because he was homeless too. I believe he was out in the street as well because he looked like he's probably living with somebody else. He don't look like he's got himself together.
Business, you know.
Come on, man. Everyone was wearing jackets. It was January.
Right, my point. Everybody wearing jackets. So how you gonna know?
Damn, everybody's wearing jackets. So how you gonna know if she homeless or not? If she bummed out or not?
Jackets. It was January.
Right, my point. Everybody wearing jackets. So how you gonna know? See, of course she's homeless. Oh my god. Oh, bro.
This guy's tripping.
Bro. Okay. I'm so glad I asked that question because now it revealed to me that you talking about some, last time I had some action was in England. You fucked a homeless lady.
She wasn't homeless, bro.
Nobody that is not homeless will ask you to buy them food.
Dude, she was young. She was young as me.
Yo. It does keep getting worse. You know what I'm saying? Listen.
It can't be no worse than this. It gets worse than this. Oh my god.
You know a homeless with a clean jacket because you probably ain't seen a homeless shoplifter. Shadow. You know what I'm saying? This story is getting crazy. This man done came up. He went the last time he got some pum pum was when he was in the mean streets of London, and this chick asked him for $5, and you know what I'm saying? She asked him to buy him some food.
I bet you
food on the letter pint. Ain't nobody who is not homeless is gonna ask you. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you he first came from Africa and got some. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. He was probably homeless on the streets of London, and then he built himself up. Because I don't see him like, how did he get to America? Is he in America now? I don't know. But
Think about this shit, chat. Who is going to ask somebody to buy food for them? A stranger. If you ask a stranger to buy food for you, then you're homeless. It's straight up. If you're going around asking random people to buy food, that is some homeless, that's some low life shit. And I'm not knocking you. Get it how you live, but that just means that.
But no, not only give me some food, but do you want to do some business? But then don't do the business. They do the business, but they don't do the business of the business, right? So she didn't even make no money off the business. She just got some hamburger, a Whopper, and some fries. Okay, come on now.
Like you ain't living right now. You know what I'm saying?
Homeless will ask you to buy them food.
Dude, she was young. She was young as me. No, actually, I lied. She was 32. She told me she was 32.
Yeah, and needed some food in the middle of the street.
Yeah, that's for any 32-year-old needing some food in the middle of the street. I don't understand kids. And even if kids is asking for food, it means they ain't got no parents. They
does she have a
they
cup in her hand, jingling it? Does she have a cup? Was she jingling the cup? He's not asking the right questions in this situation. Was she jingling the cup?
I hope not.
Like she seemed cool to me. She was chill. Like
she could have been the greatest person on earth, but still,
this nigga said he got that vagabond box. That shit is crazy. I don't know if y'all know what a vagabond is. That's funny. I heard nobody use that word.
Homeless, bro.
Okay.
And then she asked you, "Can we do some business?" What the hell do you think she does for a living? She asked you for money, food, and if you wanted to do business, and then came into your hotel room in a cold day in England. Come on, bro.
She don't even do business. There ain't nobody doing no business for no $10. I mean, I know the hoes in America, you know what I'm saying? Even the crack hoes want at least 20, 40. You know what I'm saying? They want $20, $40. They want to get their rock. You know what I'm saying? And rocks ain't gonna be $5. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what this girl, she just straight up just out here homeless and was willing to do what she had to do for a meal. And that's sad.
My goodness. All right, bro. Listen. England was not the solution. So your ass, you finna go back to England because a homeless lady gave you some ass. You need to stay your ass in.
That's why the man going back to England. The man on a quest to find that lady again. This is insane.
America. You get a better job.
You know what's so dangerous is that she could have been setting him up to rob him and stuff out of his hotel room, and just seemed like she was homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, people be moving stupid in these other countries. They be thinking it's sweet, but honey, don't be picking them people up off the street in no other country.
And taking a random person where you lay your head, even if it's not your crib and it's just a room, if you staying there for an extended period of time, why the fuck you taking people there? This is another dude though. This dude is 27.
Hold on. It was because it wasn't for no extended period of time. They got that room right there to get it in because they both was homeless and they probably knew like a little place you can go for like an hour, pay a little bit, $10, get it in real quick, give her a Happy Meal, and then keep it moving. That's exactly what happened. And that's what I'm talking about, this incel movement. You know what I'm saying? It's involuntary celibate. And I even sent a witch doctor like that information because I'm like, dude, there are people that are involuntary celibate. So there's this guy right here. Now he gets on here and he seemed like by looks, he's not a bad looking guy. He seemed like he could be normal, but he just is an awkward person, right? They end up kicking me off of here after this because, you know, I just pretty much pegged him. I'm like, okay, this guy clearly has a certain audience that needs to get advice from him. And I'm like, okay, these are incels. This is the incel channel for all the incel people that don't know how to approach women. And they go on here to figure out, well, what do I have to do? Like, well, go work out first. Go cut your hair. Go do it. And he tells them what to do. You know what I'm saying? And some people are good at it, and some people probably get some after that. But you know, so let me show you how this whole thing went. Let's go.
In Texas, he stayed with his mom. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's calling some people.
DJ might drop back in the chat, brother. That's a good show,
brody.
man.
You know another thing too that happens in Colombia. They have that devil's breath, it's called, and they'll give you that stuff. They'll make you take money out of your credit card to go to the ATM, and they'll blow it on you, and then it'll go into your mind, and you'll do whatever the person says. So you never know who this person you taking into the hotel because you want to get some, or you try to hang out with somebody, and this person can blow this stuff into your face. Till you go down to the ATM and clear your whole bank account out. Give me your passport and your ID and everything, your wallet, and you'll give it to them because that's what that is called. What's it called? Scopolamine or Borondanga. Yeah. So people better be careful going to these other countries or just even end up anywhere, just getting some strange woman and bringing her upstairs. You get set up.
I was giving this advice based on just like not even knowing the backstories of the people. But when I look back on it, these people, well, that guy before this, I think he was homeless too. They just got a room because nobody's gonna just be like, let's do business and give you here's a Happy Meal. You know what I'm saying? They gonna want at least like some money out of you, or if not, they're gonna steal it from you. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can do that and with a person that's got a drug problem and just give them a Happy Meal, or like give them like a number 2 and they fixing to be cool with that. You know what I'm saying? Because you whatever. So, but this guy, all right, let's go into his story. So and we're gonna see what I'm saying. People got mad because I was calling everything, but then I'm gonna show you the involuntary cell thing, and you're gonna see where I came up with this whole thing. Let's go.
But right now we gotta hold Texas accountable. People like Adrian, Nicole, D the Degenerate, Red Pill Ranger, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying? Savannah. I think Savannah from the West. You from the West Coast or you from Texas? All of y'all Texas motherfuckers. We holding y'all accountable today. You know what I'm saying?
Most of us usually have. All right. Anyway, so we got to get you to a bigger city so you can start to do something else with your time other than Amazon, right?
So by the way, the brother works at Amazon and he make 3 bands a month, right? So the guy to the left trying to advise him on ways he could improve himself and, you know what I'm saying, broaden his dating bracket, his dating options type shit, right?
I would suggest you start applying to see if you can just get another different type of income or start learning something. What are you technically good at?
I see, that's the thing, man. It feels like all I have are weak suits. I don't really have any strong suits, so I don't know what I'm good at.
Explain to me some things that you think you might be good at, and I'm gonna see if I can help.
Oh man, see, I can't even think of. I don't know, like probably like some job at like an office of some sort.
So okay,
yeah, this
what? He don't know nothing about what he's strong at, nothing where he's weak at. Some job at an office somewhere, like what? So that initially cued me up. Okay, this guy, 1 is low self-esteem. Number 2, he doesn't even know any direction to go in. Nothing. Like to me, that sounds like a person that is dealing with some kind of a mental issue. You know what I'm saying? So let's go.
This man, I know what he's good at, and I guess it's common, especially if you've been doing like you've been working at a place that is not like fulfilling for mad long. You probably like don't have a lot of time to
No, it's more to it than that. Just because he just might not know because he's been working at at Walmart for so long he don't know what he's good at. No, you get to know what you're good at in your like teens, like in your 13, 14, you know what I'm saying? You get to figuring that stuff out. This is showing a person that I believe it's mental illness. Let's go. It might be like spectrum, ADHD, something like that. Let's go.
To grow your talents, to improve, to, you know what I'm saying? You don't got a time to discover your talents, to improve your talents, to sharpen your talents, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Or when you're
You just-
playing video games so much and so long that you don't do nothing else but play Black Ops on PlayStation.
Damn. You do got a point there too, though. Because a lot of people do spend most of their time doing shit that don't amount to shit. You know what I'm saying? So there is that too. You know what I mean? Because if you got time to binge watch shows, play video games, and all of that shit, you should get time to like sharpen some sort of skills that you get, learn a new. You know what I'm saying?
So here's the thing. He probably don't want to admit that he played video games all day, but he gonna say other stuff that he supposedly does. But I know video games are somewhere in there. I'm sorry, but I just know that. Come on now, let's go. Let's watch this.
Because I personally don't like doing I don't like wasting a lot of time on meaningless stuff. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people that I chop up with, like we getting something done. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be kicking it with motherfuckers that is like that don't be doing shit because we too grown to be doing that shit. No disrespect. And I still fucks with them, but I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that shit. But let's see what the brother said. Right? Let me bring that shit. Let me rewind it real quick. I'm sorry.
Oh man, see, I can't even think of no, like probably like some job at an office of some sort.
So okay, what are your hobbies? What are things that you like to do?
Man, I don't really do much of anything, honestly.
I don't do much of anything. What? This guy got to be like about 24, 25. I don't even know, like maybe 22, 23. You don't do much of anything? What in the world? Like who just doesn't do much of anything? Watch this.
Work and like watch YouTube videos and stuff.
What do you watch YouTube videos on?
Things like your stuff. I watch you a lot. Just random stuff on nothing real specific, honestly.
So is there
Now tell me that I don't call what I say. Because what's gonna happen is that he's gonna say certain stuff, and I'm like able to pin his whole like character down to what I believe it is. Let's go.
There's nothing in your life
that will advance my life.
Right, nothing. So no kind of education, nothing. You just
no.
That's incredible.
I know, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you have absolutely not. So do you watch porn?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously. How much porn do you watch?
Probably every day, honestly.
Damn.
That man say every day hustling. You know what I'm saying?
How much porn do you watch?
Probably every day, honestly.
Do you live with
But
your
now
mother?
But now that I watched you,
What'd you say, DJ Genesis? You sound like you're coming in strong.
Do you live with your mother? Okay. Do you still have your same bedroom you grew up in with the rock'em sock rope, whatever you do, whatever? This guy still. Damn.
And I'm not shaming nobody that still live with a mother. I do not know the circumstance.
That is not shaming. It's just obvious. Okay. If he don't have no kind of a get up and go, and he just work a job, and he don't have no kind of, I cannot think that he actually has an apartment. And, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, things are just adding up a certain way that just tells me that he does not, you know what I'm saying? I don't have any goals or nothing like that. I just like watch porn all day and then whatever. I mean, everything is just pointing to you're involuntary celibate. And then more and more you're gonna go into this, you're gonna find out that I'm right. Watch this.
This is all DJ Genesis. You got the floor.
I think that this guy might have an IOP. No offense to the people that do have an IOP, but he might have an IOP.
What is an IOP?
He might have 504. Like he might have a mental. But he sounds like he's autistic, probably either autistic or severe ADHD, something like that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that sound really intelligent and stuff like that. Sometimes you'll be thinking, oh, he's really smart. But with a situation like this, he sounds like he might, to the way his inflections, how he's talking, he sounds like he should be a software engineer. You know what I'm saying? But he don't have nothing. He don't have no goals, nothing like that. Something ain't sounding right. You know what I'm saying?
Now the whole you do is, I don't think he's completely hopeless because he's 27. He still got time to like to get it together. You know what I'm saying?
By the time I was 27, I had traveled the world.
But DJ Genesis, you know that women mature faster than men.
Maybe, but
excuses and freaking excuses. You know how many men I know that by the time they 20 years old own their own business, own house, all type of stuff. By the time they 23, no, this is a archetype. This is a type of person, a characteristic. You know what I'm saying? There are certain people that have a certain characteristic. You know what I'm saying? They probably live in their mom's house. They're doing nothing. They're going to work every day, whatever. They seem smart. They might be well groomed. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the mom makes sure he gets a haircut every day, make him look, or every week, whatever, make him look like he's presentable. But it's let's be real. Like this person, for him to be 27, not 22, 23, no, 27. He's almost 30, and have no goals up to that point, no kind of ambition, nothing, and he just watching corn all day long. How do you get to watch corn all day? You have to have like some kind of a SSI or something. How do you do this and still survive? You know what I'm saying? Because you have time on your hands. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I really was getting on, but I couldn't really,
Y'all get
it wasn't my platform, so I had to like, kind of like be measured in how I like talk. You know what I'm saying? So,
y'all get a lot of experiences. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times, in a lot of cases, y'all mature faster.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, he's 27. I mean, he went through junior high school. He went through high school. You wasn't in band. You wasn't in no sports. You wasn't in nothing. This is before YouTube. Well, YouTube been around the whole time. Probably young. So I'm just saying, like, you ain't did nothing growing up.
Sometimes people parents cripple them. Sometimes people grow up so sheltered that be their reality. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm saying he might have an IOP. Because, like I said, I'm speaking from experience. I have a child with autism, and they tend to like not really have any other hobbies, except for like computers. And I mean, my daughter has, but some of them are like that because they're not as social. They don't really socialize.
Okay.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Yep.
Let me run the clip, and I actually got to run to the bathroom. Been drinking a lot of fluids. You know what I'm saying? Need to go ahead and you want me to play this shit real quick, or I could left you with some music until I get back, or just hit play, or you could just entertain the people.
Hit play. I want to hear his story. This is interesting.
I got you.
Now that I watch me, yeah, every time, I
admitted to it.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad you did, but it's every time when you watch me, every guy. Once I watch you, Fit, I just stop watching porn. Yeah, I don't believe all that bullshit. Okay. The problem is the pornography. Let me explain to you why. So the reason why you feel stuck, right, is because us men, we have something powerful called our semen. Okay, our semen is our life source, and when you ejaculate to pixels, you're literally releasing that life source, that power that the universe gave you, into a fucking tissue. It forces you to be less ambitious, right? It makes you feel down and like you have no confidence. Porn is killing men. The reason why you feel like you have no hunger is because you jack off every day. What's the longest you ever went without jacking off?
Honestly, and I know this might sound hard to believe, but I didn't even start doing it until I was like 25.
Okay.
And I'm being completely honest.
Okay, since 25, what's the longest you've been since you haven't jacked off?
I don't think it was like more than like 2 days, honestly.
Gotcha. So in the span of 2 years, you haven't even gone 2 days without touching your dick. In a span of over almost 1,000 days.
Yeah. And DJ Genesis, what do you think about this guy's story so far?
I did not tell you.
Yeah, he was
25 years old. Right? Something's wrong. 25 years old. No, he said that he started jaying off at 25. He started wanking it at 25. I don't know what the heck. So he didn't. What?
I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of late in life to start. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to tell you. He got an IOP. I knew it. I'm trying to tell you. I picked up on that quick. I'm telling you. He probably is a virgin. But I think it's really odd that he watches porn and then goes and watches this guy. So he might not even know his sexuality at this point. He might be on the fence. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. What kind of content does this guy do? Because I just came across this shit. You gotta me in shit.
No, it's just that, you know what I'm saying? This guy said that he asked the guy that he watched PRON, you know, and then he's like, yeah, he said he watches it every single day. And then he started jaying off at 25, at the age of 25. And I'm like, but he said he only watches stuff like him and PRON. So I'm like, so do you watch the PRON while you're watching him, after, or?
Come on, he said that. Come on, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I don't think he said that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, Shadow Dragon. Jesse's trying to throw the man under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to attack the sexuality of the black man. Let's get into the clip.
In a span of over.
I didn't even start doing it until I was like 25.
He didn't even start jaying off until 25. He watches prawn every day. He didn't say what kind of prawn. He just said he watches prawn, right? So we don't know what kind of prawn he watches, right? And then he's solo, he's alone, he don't have that many friends, clearly, because he don't have no, like, any friends you're around gonna make you ambitious, gonna make, hey, I'm doing this, and this is gonna make you be ambitious, right? So this person is clearly isolated, you know what I'm saying, in life, you know? And all this is just pointing to incel activity. And I might sound like I'm being cold about it, but I'm like, okay, I'm just pointing out the obvious, but you just messing up the sexuality of the black man. Nah, I just can see something. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Okay.
And I'm being completely honest.
Okay. Since 25, what's the longest you've been since you haven't jacked off?
I don't think it was like more than like 2 days, honestly.
Gotcha. So in the span of 2 years, you haven't even gone 2 days without touching your dick. In a span of over almost 1,000 days.
Damn, DJ Genesis, what do you think about this guy's story so far?
I did not tell you.
Yeah, he was
25 years old.
Right?
Something's wrong. 25 years old. No, he said that he started jaying off at 25.
Oh.
He started wanking it at 25. I don't know what the heck. So he didn't. What?
I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of late in life to start. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to tell you. He got an IOP. I knew it. I'm trying to tell you. I picked up on that quick. I'm telling you. He probably is a virgin. But I think it's really odd that he watches prawn and then goes and watches this guy. So he might not even know his sexuality at this point. He might be on the fence. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. What kind of content does this guy do? Because I just came across this shit. You gotta me in shit.
No, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? This guy said that he asked the guy that he watched PRON, you know, and then he's like, yeah, he said he watches it every single day. And then he started jaying off at 25, at the age of 25. And I'm like, but he said he only watches stuff like him and PRON. So I'm like, so do you watch the PRON while you're watching him, after, or?
Come on, he said that. Come on, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I don't think he said that. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying, Shadow Dragon. Jesse's trying to throw the man under the bus. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to attack the sexuality of the black man. Let's get into the clip.
In a span of over almost 1,000 days, 600 plus days, you have not even went 2 of them. You have not gone 2 of them in your dick. And you wonder why you have no urgency? My goodness. Okay, so that's ding, we found a big issue. You got to stop touching your weed.
But you know, though,
you have to look at porn like it's demonic.
This guy, let me establish it.
It does not do anything good.
This guy has a point though, because and it's not just limited to porn. You could put it with sex, food, whatever. Like when you overindulge and you get too comfortable, when you're in a comfortable state, it don't make you a lot of times comfort kills your ambition. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. When you just get paid, you might feel like calling out. If you get paid today, you might feel like calling out tomorrow.
Right.
Because you're satisfied. Yeah, because you're satisfied. You know what I'm saying? You're satisfied. Or like when like for people who do music and shit, When you go to the studio on a full stomach and you record, not the same type of song as when you go on an empty fucking stomach. Because you're too full, you're too satisfied. You don't got that hunger to fucking, you don't got that animal in you to fucking go after some shit. You're comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that hunger. And a lot of times we do things to tame that hunger to make ourselves comfortable, but that shit literally kills our drive to do shit. You know what I'm saying? It literally kill your drive. So when you go, and don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking corn. But if you a dude and you ain't getting, you ain't grinding, you ain't getting, you ain't on no mission, you ain't on nothing, and you watching corn, that shit is gonna give you instant gratification. It's gonna give you dopamine release. Dopamine is the reward drug. Now you're rewarding yourself for doing nothing. You know what I mean? You just busting nuts. You just jacking off. After you do that shit, you probably feel disgusted of yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm not knocking it, but I'm just saying you gotta prioritize productivity over shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying. All right, he doesn't have any ambition. He's watching YouTube videos. Think about this. He's watching stuff like this guy and red pill stuff, right? And then he's watching porn, which is making him subjectify women. And then he's listening to people talk bad about women all day long. And then he's talking about this guy saying you need to get
this guy talk bad about women?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. And then there's other people. He's saying he watches YouTube. I think did he say he watches red pill stuff and YouTube and stuff like him?
This guy, I think you put in words in his mouth. I don't think he said
I
all of that.
I might be. I just made an assumption that he just is a passport. He about to
You
be on
based on what you think with other guys that fuck with red pill content.
Remind me of the passport, bro. Like involuntary celibate. You remind me of involuntary celibate. Yeah.
Yeah, but let's see. I don't think the brother don't seem like he's a malice person, though. He seems malice, right? He just seems like a little bit like he don't got his social shit together. You know what I'm saying?
But I think my life was not really good either way, even before I started doing that.
But how you didn't make it any better? Let's say when did you start watching my videos?
Like a week ago, honestly.
Okay, so you haven't really.
See, he started watching this man video a week ago. You see, come on, DJ Genesis, you owe this man an apology.
Damn.
The man said he just started watching Buddy a week ago.
Right. So what was he watching? He had to find him somewhere. Is because he was on a certain algorithm, and then that guy's video started popping up.
This guy videos don't pop up on my algorithm. You got to be on a certain algorithm to see his videos. So he had to be watching certain stuff for that guy to pop up. You know what I'm saying? And it's usually the incel people that see this guy's videos. I don't see his videos, right? Because I'm not a man trying to figure out how to like get sex from women. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to figure out how to get sex from women. He's jaying off all day long, whatever. He's watching POR. And then next thing you know, this guy's thing pops up. And then he's on his channel asking like, so what's wrong with me? And everything that he's saying is like, I don't do nothing. I don't have no ambition. I don't do this. I'm just sitting up here, just scrolling on the internet and just watching corn. So let's be real. But what we're watching here, what we're seeing.
But a lot of guys who ain't getting none. A lot of guys who ain't getting none, and they realize the reasons why they ain't getting maybe the girls or respect, whatever guys is lacking. A lot of niggas is gonna gravitate to male improvement channels of male improvement. And a lot of times you're going to come across some red pill shit, some niggas talking about, I think this guy talk about working out, because every time I watch him chop it up with a dude, he telling them to hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? There's other guys that tell you to get their finances together. There's other guys that tell you different shit on some male improvement. So I don't think that necessarily makes you objectify women. You know what I mean? And when you say objectify women, what you mean?
Well, when he's watching PRO and he's objectifying the woman, he's making her there's no connection to that act that's going on that screen. So he's just looking at the act and using that, watching that to like get his rocks off.
But he's objectifying the woman and she's objectifying herself. That's part of her business, how she make her money.
So she's making money. What is he doing? He's just jaying off. He's whatever's killing time or dopamine.
Can I just show y'all something? Because all right, so he said that he's probably looking at man improvement, right? And I said there's a specific algorithm for that, right? So this is the secret to getting spitting game, attract women. So I told you that within the algorithm, it starts off on how to get the woman. How do you do this? Attract women without saying nothing. Within that algorithm is what? Women crave heartless pricks who show zero emotion. Then it gets even more and more if you actually begin, you start to see Andrew Tate and interrupt her pattern and all kind of different, you know, like how if you don't take advantage and unlock her primal fantasy and you know, I mean, it gets so how to attract. I want to show that these algorithms will be sprinkled in with attraction, and then it'll go into some red pill stuff. Like this guy right here. Some of these people that they're talking to are not the people you should be listening to. You know what I'm saying? When you get past like this whole thing, the people that are doing this content, Andrew Tate shows up. Okay, so the moment you start to like look for how to attract women, the same people that are trying to tell you how to attract them is also hating women at the same point, like on some like women are stupid and blah blah blah. But I mean, I think my algorithm is mixing in with this. But how to get sex from woman? Okay, woman. Let's just look at this. Okay. Oh Lord, I don't know. Oh Lord. I don't know. This dog. Okay, this is getting weird. Okay. Oh Jesus. Okay, never mind. Stop that. Stop sharing that. Lord, that got strange. But I'm just trying to just show y'all is that when the more you look into certain stuff, all that other like red pill stuff is sprinkled in with that. You know what I'm saying? They'll throw one or two videos. So if you just watching, scrolling, watching a video, you're gonna end up clicking on Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is one of the biggest like male like how to get women podcasts that there is out there. So I'm sure that if he's watching him, he's also watching Andrew Tate. I don't know what his name is, but I'm sure if I typed in his name, it would be him, Andrew Tate, Myron Gaines, all that red pill, the angry man, all that stuff will be popping up. Trust me.
Dopamine rush, got another job. But look, he got a more respectable job as according to society. So he got a respectable job, and he watched Korn supporting a woman who has a less respectable job. You know what I'm saying? So you know.
Yeah, but the whole thing I said, okay, is that I'm talking about. I'm not really talking about the Korn aspect of like the only thing.
What's a respectable job? So working at Walmart is better than a woman probably that's a dancer. But in her field, she's her own boss. But in this field, you're being hoed out by the corporation. So which one's more respectable? Her owning her own money and being able to, or a person that's just like being hoed out. So people like get respectable jobs like mixed up. Oh, okay, it's more respectable for working for Walmart or Amazon, but you're just being holed out. You're working for minimum wage, less than none, and then you're working your behind off 12 and whatever hours a day, no ambition, just to work the corporate, just to work the logistics, whatever, and don't go nowhere. But most of the women that's in the Korn, I mean, not the Korn, but like in the dancing, they trying to like go to college and all type of stuff. So where do we like measure respectability at? Let's go.
Is that this type of content that even this guy is doing is like, because Kevin Samuels started off giving people advice on how to look and how to be and how to attract a woman, and then he turned into red pill and women suck. You know what I'm saying? We the women is this is what's wrong with the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
Samuel started the same way, bro.
Yeah, when did Kevin Samuels start saying women suck? I actually heard niggas in this space. Look, you know the stuff that niggas in this space say is an extreme version of what Kevin. When I watch Kevin Samuels, the shit he said was not extreme as a lot of shit that I hear in this spaces. Like women are more, like women are. I heard niggas say women are evil or most women are bad people and shit like that. I never heard Kevin Samuels say that shit. That's misguided people who watch Kevin Samuels. They the ones that say that shit. And when they say that shit, it actually filters the man's message. No, sure, the man could have had his delivery. When it comes to talking to women, sure, the man could curate his delivery, but I don't think curating your delivery is mandatory when you're delivering a message. You know what I'm saying? Especially if somebody comes to you for the message. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't necessarily got to tailor the message to them if they come to you for it. But if you volunteering information, then you got to come at somebody that the way they want it type shit. But if they see that, if you see McDonald's give you your food in a McDonald's bag, you can't go to McDonald's and expect them to put it in a Checkers bag or a Wendy's bag, because you've been seeing the commercials. You've been seeing, now you're going to them to make special requests. You making them out of their way type shit. So they actually went to him after seeing his interaction with other women. So they went to him for advice, and some of them appreciated the advice. And to fast forward, look at Kendra G. A lot of stuff that the man chopped up with Kendra G about, a lot of it came to pass, because even she be frustrated when she talking with a lot of women with the dating preferences and dating qualification. So I never heard Kevin Samuels say no crazy shit like you say. You know.
Well, I mean, like I said, okay, let me just give you an example, okay? With the way that Kevin Samuels was doing his thing, right? I say it's similar to friends of mine that used to make techno, right? Underground Resistance used to make techno, and it got sent off to Europe, to Germany. And when they finally began to tour in the places that was playing their techno, he noticed that the people were in the audience, they were all throwing up the Nazi salute, right? And they were dressed in like weird clothes and all this other stuff. And the thing is that once you but then he realized that when they wrote the song, he had just broke up with his girlfriend. Like a lot of the music, they were in a bad place. So when they came out, this is what the audience ended up being. So you don't have no control of what you might put out a message, but that message could end up, it could go this way or go that way. So there are some people that listen to Kevin's message and it turned into a really extreme thing where people were calling for the extermination of women. I mean, it got that difficult. It got that crazy out here where people were just like, we did it with women all together. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's fair to blame him though.
It is fair to blame him. You want to know why? Is that when you put a message out, you are responsible for the message. First of all, if back in the day, NWA said F the police, right? And then everybody was saying F the police, right? And then we still say F the police, right? Right? So you say, oh, well, NWA is not responsible for that, but that is the source of that mindset, right? Of F the police, right? Same thing happens. Okay, so now they're not rapping, but they're rapping, they're talking. They're saying they're doing different videos with different women saying this and that. That's where I believe Priscilla Clark came from. Priscilla Clark did the opposite, right? You had the Kevin Samuels, and then you had now the opposite, the women talking about F the men. And then it got so far with even her that she was like, you know what, we need to eradicate the men. We need to do this. So what happens is a person comes out with they plant a seed. Okay, plant a seed in your mind. Now, some people with that seed will just say, oh, okay, I'm just watching this to see more stuff. Other people, it will charge them up to say, oh, you know what? F these women. So everybody don't receive your message always exactly what you want them to do with it. So to say that, oh, he's not responsible for that. Well, yeah, he is, like him and Kevin Tate and Jordan Maxwell and all those guys that was out during that whole beginning period that was pushing this agenda. They are responsible for the message that really incited that movement. You know what I'm saying? You had the Passport Brothers, you had the this, you had the that. So we can't say that, oh, well, they're not responsible for it. Well, you know what? You guys were the genesis of it. So therefore, why would you not be responsible? Just because so you're saying that just because they were the initial aspect of it, you don't control the message once it gets out. Well, guess what? Watch what you say. Watch what you put out there. Period. So let's go. They're gonna kick me off of here real quick. Listen, there was a lot of topics today, Ramza. Right now we're talking about the involuntary celibate movement, and he just covered a video with this guy who was up there talking about he don't have no ambition, he don't have this, have that. Then it got into Kevin Samuels and his message and how it really triggered and actually helped him, along with all these other people, triggered the whole incel movement and pushed it along. And so now you have people like him that are going to this guy trying to figure out how to get women. And it's the internet, it's the whole thing. It's a whole situation going on. So let's go.
Because look at this, right? There's people that listen to the good book. They subscribe to the good Bible, the good old Bible that's in every hotel room everywhere, the Bible. Some people they subscribe to the Bible and it inspire them to do good. Some people it inspire them to have the Christian crusade and slaughter people. Some people it inspire them to have the Ku Klux Klan. You know what I'm saying? So you can't blame the Bible and you can't blame the message, because maybe the person who wrote the different people who wrote the different books of the Bible, what was their intentions when they wrote this shit? Were their intentions the same intentions as the people that's using it? No. So you can't blame that man for other people who use, because some niggas, yeah, they coming from a hurt place and they're gonna filter out every.
You know what? When I told an example of my friend Mike Banks, he had a group called Underground Resistance, and how when they were making music, I think that the one guy Jeff Mills, had broken up with his girlfriend, so the music was very aggressive, and when they actually released it on record and it went over to Germany, they actually went to perform in Germany because people love the music so much. When they went to perform there, people were dressing up like babies and all this kind of weird industrial kind of thing, like in dark clothing. They were throwing up Nazi salutes while they were actually performing. So it's easy to say, oh, okay, you're not responsible once the message is out, but you actually are. And even Mike Banks himself, as a musician, says, you know what, I have to be very careful about how I feel when I put out this music. But we as human beings, when we like say certain things, when we like talk about certain things on this social media, we don't feel any responsibility for what we put out here. Oh, I just said this, and so it's no big deal. Well, and that thing can hit somebody else's ears, and it becomes, this person can end up K-ing somebody because they heard me. But even back in the day, they had the whole thing with NWA where they were like, you know what? They took it off the shelf. They had parental advisory, all this other stuff, because NWA said F the police, right? They had stuff with Eminem where he was talking about whatever happened with this one Stan the Fan, and people were like K-ing themselves based on Eminem music. They had to put in a parental advisory. Why? Because people were listening to what they were doing. It was influencing them. So we have to be real about how we are influenced by the things that we are hearing on this earth and what's going on. Social media, for some reason, does not realize that we have to be very careful about how we like what we put out here and how it influences the youth, 20 to something year old, where they like frontal lobe or not like developed yet, all this stuff. All right, it's sad. Too many African Americans still reading Bibles as history books. Don't sure if that's one of the topics. Well, he used the Bible to say, you know what, the Bible's not responsible if there's like KKK groups that use it for ammunition. That's a weird connection, because we don't even know who wrote the Bible. These are a bunch of different books that somebody put together and said, okay, well, this is the Bible, right? We can't go back to that initial author and say, you know, what you said right here in this script, right here, this scripture is charging up people to do X, Y, Z. There's no accountability in that situation. So there's no way to like even measure that. But there's people right here, right now, Kevin Samuels, that have started up, him and Jordan Maxwell and Andrew Tate and all his little buddies, Angry Man, all these people that have like revved up this whole movement. And you've got people like going up out to college campuses and doing all kind of wild stuff, blowing up, doing this with GUNs and shooting up peak places. And then we don't want to actually see where this whole these people come from. People getting mad because they can't get none, and then they have people like this charging them up, and next thing you know, they run out here, they're mad because they can't get none. There's message boards and stuff fueling this whole behavior. And that's what really I was talking about. But everybody don't know about this movement. I don't think that really Witch Doctor really knew about it, but they end up kicking you over here anyway. Let's go.
We think Kevin Samuel say to all the negative shit he say, because that's what resonates to them, because they hurt and they identify with hurtful shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be more sensationalizing shit. That is not. I don't think that is the nigga overall message, because I heard a man talking about we want to see black families and shit like that. So I don't think his message is to be like, oh, women are bad and shit, because the nigga told niggas that they wasn't shit too type shit. You know what I'm saying? The nigga was telling everything.
The same thing. He's doing the same thing, right? Here's the thing. Now, this guy being, who he is, right? Like I said, he kind of have a late development. He probably might be awkward and taught how to approach them or whatever. If he's, because of how he is, like I said, he might have a delay, And I could kind of pick that up, you know what I'm saying? But he might have a little job or whatever, but he'd be watching all this stuff and then he end up getting like a preconceived notion about how women are and how things are because of the way that they have these things online. You know what I'm saying? And he seemed like he'd be a passport bro. He would end up being a passport bro.
I think I don't knock passport, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I can see him becoming one. Watch. Down the line, you're gonna see that. Because that's where a lot of involuntary celibate people end up. The ones that don't know how are awkward in America, they end up doing passport bro and going over there because it's you know and
So
getting robbed.
So you got to be so vicious and you got to throw in they get robbed and shit. I don't knock the passport bro. So let me ask you this: you think if he was a passport bro, he would find more success in the dating market if he go overseas? You know what? What if he date outside of his race? You know what? I don't even think he got to be a passport.
I think he probably would end up having a date outside of his race.
And what that says about black women,
that they probably would not.
And black women value social skills more than a lot of other women. I won't say so. Let me say this.
The fact that he has no ambition.
Is that a bad thing that black women value social skills? Isn't social skills what it takes to have a relationship with a man or with anybody? Like what do you mean? Oh, well, so that means that black women require a man to have social skills. What the hell? Like for what? You have to have social skills in order to have a relationship. How can you have a relationship without being able to socialize and be come on now. Let's go.
I think that you have to have ambition at least. I think black women value ambition.
So you're telling me if this man got ambition and he's still weak, he's still awkward and all of these type of things, right? You think that he'll give him the results he should have or he looking for? If he was just because there's a lot of ambitious people, you know what I'm saying, that still kind of socially awkward. And when I say socially awkward,
look at Elon Musk. He was married, bro.
Elon Musk is all the way autistic, y'all. And he was married. So it don't matter. Like you can have ambition, make money and do something, and women will holler at you. They'll be open more. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds crazy because women look for a stability, because if you're going to be able to like handle like them having offspring, you have to have some level of stability. Now, then what happens is that those relationships break up because you are then the social aspect kicks in and you can't socialize. You cannot communicate on a social level with that woman, and then they end up divorcing you. But the first thing happens is that, oh, okay, well, this person is a viable candidate based on because he's able to provide for a family. And then, you know, a lot of times what happens is that you end up having a baby or getting married to this person. And then you realize that this person's unable to socialize on a regular, like, human level. So I gave the example of Elon Musk. He was married. He has like several kids. Like, come on now.
Elon Musk. Look at how he is. He's weird. He was married.
So if you're weird and you got money, you're acceptable.
You have a little bit better chance of getting a woman. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like an ugly
I still
person.
think there's a woman that would. I still think there's women that would.
A person can be ugly and get a woman when they got money. Look at Travis Smith, whatever that guy's name is. He kind of looked weird. He got a woman. He got a some sort of $1 million contract, and he good. I mean, I hate to sound like an asshole, but that's really how it really boils down to. I'm glad he showed his real colors too. Shouts out to
would appreciate that won't see him as weird, because the thing about it, right?
He just have to get out more.
I think in the black culture, is more pressure for us to be cool. You know what I'm saying? What you think?
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish.
All right, so he set me up for that. Okay, because I was about to like answer the question, but somebody had like paid to get me up off there. But let me answer the question, right? He's saying, I think that black women, let let me go back. He said that we want people to be cool or whatever, something like that. But let me go back on the question that he asked, and I'm gonna answer the question because I didn't get to answer it. That black women like, hold on,
because there's a lot of ambitious people, you know what I'm saying, that still kind of socially awkward. I want to say socially awkward.
Look at
Socially
Elon
awkward.
Musk. He was married, bro. Elon Musk. Look at how he is. He's weird. He was
So
married.
if you're weird and you got money, you're acceptable.
You have a little
Okay.
bit better chance of getting a woman. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like an ugly
I still
person.
think
You
this.
know
I
what I'm
still
saying?
think there's a woman that would. I still think there's women that would appreciate that won't see him as weird, because the thing about it, right?
He just have to get out more.
I think in the black. I think in the black culture. I think in the black culture is more pressure for us to be cool. You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
I don't know.
I'm really.
All right, so black, it's more pressure for us to be cool, and then he did that, right? So I'm going to just say this. I don't know why we constantly make black women to be out to be so shallow, to be cool, right? So black women just want their man to be cool. No, we want them to be able to provide. We want them to have like some sense, be able to socialize, be able to communicate with them. I don't know why everybody wants to make us out to be so damn shallow. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing more black women just say, you know what, I'm not going to date nobody. And a lot more black women that are like pretty much like on some like celibacy. Like, you know what, I'm just good, you know, especially when they get into the older ages where they say, okay, you hit the wall. Okay, well, I hit the wall. Guess what? I'm going to hit my wall and I'm going to take care of my kids and whatever. And y'all could just have whatever y'all going to have. But I don't like the fact that people always want to make us have to be so superficial and so stupid and that we don't have any standards. Meanwhile, oh, okay, well, because the white woman will take on like a person like that and then, you know, reap the benefits of them, you know, whatever, build them up, whatever. Listen, everybody don't want to do Build-A-Bear. Everybody is not Build-A-Bear warehouse. We get tired of we trying to build ourselves up and then take care of the kids, and then we got to build the bear. You no, we're not trying to build a bear. Period. Right. I don't know what that's not what we're talking about, but you know what I'm saying, that the build a bear thing that we have to listen. Black women have been building bears forever. We have been building up these black men, being behind them, supporting them, giving them ideas, doing all this. And then we probably sometimes we don't even realize that we're dealing with a person with an IOP or with like mental health issues. You know what I'm saying? We need to like understand that sometimes that person is not like really capable of doing what we think they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have to always be the person that have to build them up out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's what their mother was there for, to like make sure they went into society as a viable candidate for procreation. Why do we, after you was raised everything, gotta like then build you up after your mom raised you? If your papa was there, he raised you. Now I gotta raise you some more. Come on now. I'm time out for us trying to always have to like come in and become mama number two. Did you wash her behind? Did you do this? Did you do that? You've been on the game all day. Did you take a bath? Did you brush your teeth? Like, I'm not your mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm not your mama. Straight up, I'm not your mama. You know what I'm saying? So we need to stop that. We need to like understand that these guys want us to like just take on the mama role, and I'm done with it. You know what I'm saying? We not your mama, we not your thing. We are your spouse. We don't have to like sit there and deal with your inadequacies. Get your stuff together before you even try to be in a relationship with us. Period. That's why it's so much single motherhood out here, because we'll bring you in, we'll try to build you up, and then you still on some BS. We say, okay, well, guess what? I'll just take it alone. And then you say, you know, well, if you don't want to be with me, I'm not gonna be there for the kid, or all kind of wild stuff that happened on with that. You know what I'm saying? Period. So that's what I want to say. You know what? Thank you guys for sticking with me tonight. Tonight's conversation is a lot going on with that. Please watch the replay if you missed that. We act like okay. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on with that PFP. You know what? One last thing I want to say is that they just added I just seen this for the first time. I seen LGBTQ 2X or 2 plus. What in the hell is that? Because I said, God dang it, they added more words to it, more letters to LGBTQ. What is the 2 plus? What is LGBTQ 2 and then plus? I'm like, what? So I'm gonna figure out what that is. I'm gonna do a show about that. I'm fixing to be on this other platform. I'm about to his name is hold on, Flow State. I'm about to be on his platform, and I wish he would have sent me the link to it, but he didn't do it yet. But here's the link to his thing. I'm about to be on his show at about 3:45 Central Time, so about like an hour and a half from now, talking about the cults and talking about the whole situation with these cults. So shouts out to him. I'll be on there, and then later on I may or may not come back, but I think I'm gonna come back and really go a little bit deeper into this incel movement and the things going on with that. I may or may not do that, but shouts out. Thank you guys for watching. Much love. Peace. Right. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay. Pretty soon. Listen. Okay. For real. Let's.
Alchemize your energy. Darling, let your spirit be free. Don't give up. Keep on pushing through. Now is the time. It's all up to you. Alchemize your energy. My friend, let your spirit be free. Don't give up, keep on pushing through. Now is the time, it's all up to you. No matter the storm, but over tragedy. No matter the storm, but over tragedy. No matter the storm, we will always take flight. Keep on pushing through the darkness of night. There's no limit, let's reach for the sky. Shine so bright, from darkness to light.